Minecraft is over 10 years old, and with that comes plenty of updates, references, memes, and love, but also a load of things that have either been forgotten or were hardly noticed, and those are what we're exploring today. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm Connor Monroe and this is the top 10 most shocking Minecraft facts. Let's do it. And at 10, Chameleon. Kidding, chameleon. The Shulker mob was added in Minecraft version 1.9 and spawns in end cities in the end dimension. These little buggers will blast you and send you flying into the air with the levitate ability, and there are even achievements which involve this effect. However, while these little glorified chests are very annoying and just plain infuriating at times, they were planned to be even worse. Yeah. Originally, shulkers were meant to camouflage with blocks that they were next to, this making them even harder to find. I don't know if this would have been the case when you found them, or only if they were on a non-end block, but yeah, that would have put me off end busting 100%, and ultimately, it wasn't added because it was too difficult to code, and that's probably a good thing. I'm glad that they didn't. I already hate shulkers, so seeing this would just put me over the edge. And a 9, different air. The air in Minecraft is technically non-existent. It's just space that doesn't have a block in it. That was required to be there because of world generation, maybe, something like that. However, did you know that there are actually different types of air? Yeah, air, cave air, and void air are the different airs found in the Java edition. Cave air is found underground and in some generated structures, and void air is found above the world's height limit, so above Y255 and under Y0, as well as for unloaded chunks. There is literally no difference between them. They just generate in different places. But it's a weird thing nonetheless. Why is there multiple types of air if they all are the exact same? And why do structures like above ground mine shafts in Badlands/Mesa biomes generate cave air instead of normal air? Even surface ponds use cave air, which is really weird. Like, why is that a thing? Is it because they needed to in order to generate the structure, and void air is used to make sure you can't build there? I don't know. If you have any insight, let me know in the comments. Speaking of commenting, if you're enjoying the video, let us know by hitting that like button. It helps us against the algorithm deity we must pray to and lets us know what you want to see more of. And at 8, fish meal. Eating fish is pretty normal in Minecraft. It can sometimes be difficult to find food, but as long as you have a river or maybe a pond nearby, there is always a chance to find some fish. Some of you have maybe even built an automatic fish farm, and those of you who did probably know this fact, but fish, for one reason or another, have a 5% chance of dropping bone meal upon death, at least in Java edition. Probably because fish do indeed have bones, but so does every other animal. And in Bedrock edition, they have a 25% chance of dropping 1 to 2 bones, which means if you're unable to find a skeleton spawner, you could technically make a bone meal farm out of a fish farm. But it's obviously not as efficient or practical. I don't know for sure why this is a thing, but it is. Do with this information as you please. And it's 7, lightning bowl. Have you ever found the crafting recipe for bowls to be too expensive? 3 wooden planks for 4 bowls? That's nowhere near enough. Well, if you want to save your wood and not make infinitely reusable bowls, you can in fact make a wooden bowl farm. Yes, it's a thing. It's weird, but it's possible. Basically, you need to breed a load of turtles, collect them all in one area, and then use something like the 1.17 lightning rod or a trident with channeling, and smite them with the wrath of Zeus. I'm not kidding. If a turtle is killed with lightning, it will drop a bowl on death. Whether this is something at 8 and is a commentary on society, or it's just you monstrously using a shell as a bowl, we'll never know. And at 6, hot commodity. Wither skeletons spawn with stone swords in the nether, and while they can spawn wearing pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns on Halloween, they can never really spawn with a bow unless intentionally summoned. This is probably because it would be overpowered, since wither skeletons will always shoot flaming arrows, whether the bow is enchanted with flame or not, if it shoots through lava or not. The arrows will always be flaming. Why? Because wither skeletons are the Satan mob. I don't understand why this happens. Maybe because they light it themselves since they're made of coal, or because they're charred drop coal, something like that. But no matter why, I'm glad the skeletons on nether fortresses are normal when they have a bow. The blazes are already annoying enough to deal with. I don't need more damn fire. Halfway through number 5, fishing rod. The fishing rod was a staple of pre-1.9 combat. The ability to pull your opponents towards you without their knowledge was great, and Dream made use of this feature during one of his signature Minecraft manhunts. If I'm not wrong, I think it was the first 4 hunters. However, what even I didn't know about was the fact that the fishing rod actually buffed your damage. If you had an enemy hooked in pre 1.9 and then hit them while they were hooked, or at least quickly after, you would get double damage on your next hit, which now makes a lot more sense when I'm looking at Technoblade PvP or Wisp Ultra Hardcore PvP, since those are both in 1.8 and are constantly using fishing rods. It's an interesting mechanic I didn't know about, so I figured some of you would get a kick out of it as well. Use this info to your advantage in pre 1.9 combat. If anyone other than Technoblade and Wisp, you still use that version. And 4, Underwater TNT. Underwater TNT can actually be crafted in the Education Edition of Minecraft by adding sodium to a TNT block. However, you can actually get TNT to explode underwater in Java Edition and cause damage to surrounding blocks if the sand falls onto a lit TNT block while still in the water. After the sand block lands in the TNT, it will technically no longer be in the water, it's in a block, thus allowing it to damage other blocks, meaning you can do damage underwater. By no means do I suggest doing this to grief or anything like that, but it could be useful in ocean monuments to help clear out an area quickly. I built a Guardian farm on my friend's server and it took forever to clear out, even with Conduit Power, Haste 2, Aqua, Affinity, and Efficiency 5 netherite pickaxes. So TNT would have been very handy, especially when you can't seem to find that last Elder Guardian, and can't break any blocks, and don't have a cow. To accomplish this, just place a TNT, then put a sand or gravel block on the top of it, and then light the TNT with a flint or fire charge, and then boom, you're golden. Pun intended. You can't use concrete powder because concrete powder will turn into concrete when it touches the water. And at 3 till the end. Most players get around 14 to 15 Eye of Ender when looking for a stronghold in any given Minecraft world, unless they found it earlier on. 12 in case none of the end frames are filled in, and another 2 to 3 in case some break while searching. However, it's possible that you in fact only need enough eyes to find the stronghold, unless you already know where it is, in which case you possibly could need 0. Why? Because there is a 10% chance that any given portal frame will already have an eye inside. You can get lucky and have 1 filled already. You can get even luckier and have 2 or 3. But there is a 1 in 1 trillion chance that you can get the luckiest and get an end portal with all 12 Eyes of Ender inside. Yeah, that's a 0.00000000001% chance of this happening in any given seed. You have a better chance of winning the real life lottery than finding a seed like this. You have a better chance of getting the same seed twice in a row than getting this. There are a few people on Reddit fascinated by this phenomenon, so they created a tool that scans over 100,000 seeds a second, looking for the closest stronghold to have all 12 eyes inside. The 1.12 Minecraft seed 951485635993344434 should hopefully be on your screen right now. Okay, I'm not gonna repeat it. It's one of those seeds where you can find a 100% completed end portal. That's insane. Keep in mind this is for 1.12.2 and not any other version, so you can't use this in 1.16 or 1.17 unfortunately. I did check, so use the seed, check it out for yourself. And the 2, Bedrock. Speaking of seeds, what are they exactly? Well, a seed is basically a formation of your world. All the structures, chunks, chest loot, basically everything in your world is dependent on the seed, hence why we can all experience the same world over and over by using the same one. However, while the land may be different for each and every seed, there is one thing that is common for all Minecraft seeds, something that remains the exact same in every single world, no matter what, and that is the bedrock layer. All seeds will have the same bedrock layer pattern, because it's not just the one flat one, there's still multiples above it. They will have a piece of bedrock at Y level 2 at the very center of the world, 0, 0. The bedrock will always be on Y equals 2, putting you standing on it at Y equals 3. And they will always have a bedrock block at 1, 4, 0, right next to the origin. It doesn't matter what biome or what blocks are around it. It may be diamonds, it may be stone, but it will always be the exact same bedrock. This remains true for the nether as well. All bedrock on the bottom and top of the nether will remain the same for every seed, even though the nether will look different, and that's pretty cool to me. We're all connected by the bedrock. Not Bedrock Edition though, I don't have that. Finally, in at number 1, Excited ZE. This is by far the craziest number on this list, so I'm glad you stuck around. Unless you only skipped here because you wanted to know. In which case, hi! No matter how you got here, this will blow your mind. Minecraft has many players around the world. They all speak different languages, and Minecraft knows that. So they added different language suggestions so that no matter who is playing, they can understand. However, they threw in some funny ones too. For example, Shakespearean English, Anglish, Upside Down English, Lolcat, and Pirate Speak. These are available in the languages menu. However, if you want to experience pirate speak but don't want to look through a menu, don't worry. You don't have to. You simply need to type Excited ZE into the recipe book and your game will automatically switch to it. Why? Because Excited ZE is the username of Maria Lemon, a former Mojang staff member who worked on Java Edition from 2016 to March of 2020. That's it. There's no other joke, no other reference, it's just her username. Maybe she created the pirate language, maybe she really enjoyed the language and played it in it all the time. We don't know, but it's still pretty damn shocking, not to mention hilarious. So, yeah, there you go. It's actually a thing. You can check it out. Here's the text. Use it. There we have it, friends, the top 10 most shocking Minecraft facts. What Minecraft facts shocked you, and would you like to see a part 2? Be sure you let me know down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.